so joyful today, right? So, um, so do you know how I first off, let me apologize because I did not I became busy yesterday because I went out with my family and I began to overthink and have many questions that were just leading me down a rabbit hole of um of sorrow, right? Um so I had spent as much time with God as I could mentally, right? Because instead of it feeling fulfilling to me, it began to feel stressful, right? It began it began to feel more like a chore than something I genuinely was happy to to do, right? Um hold on. There we go. I don't know why the music wasn't playing. Alright, so I began to overthink and I did something I shouldn't have and I apologize for that thing. So I'm hoping that it can just be something that doesn't affect anything. I'm hoping. And as you see by the title of this, it is 5 in the morning. God woke me up at like 4:38, 4:20, no, like 4, I don't know, 4 something, right? It was still completely dark outside, kind of sunrise-ish, but right now it's actually sunrise. Um, so yeah. Let me see. Can I show you guys? Like, you guys can kind of see my window in the background. You can kind of see like the the sky a little bit. Um, so we're gonna finish doing what I didn't finish doing yesterday. So remember, like, if you saw the last, if you've seen the last video, I had taken a bunch of sticky notes and written down the Bible verses from that last video. That's kind of why I didn't do anything else yesterday, because I was struggling to complete writing all of the Bible verses down. So I don't think I'm gonna do that again. So, um, I think for now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pause the videos no matter how long it'll make the video. I'm just gonna pause it and just have you guys sit through it. And if you want to skip it, you could skip it. But it is so, like, mentally draining in a way for me to try and write down the Bible verses after the video, after having watched the video, because then I have to go into my Bible and look for the Bible verses. And that was, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. Like, that just, like, that seemed like so, like, I don't know what that did to me, but that was bad. That like, it wasn't terrible, but it was so mentally draining that I couldn't write all of them. I couldn't. Like, I think that's the most Bible verses I've written in one day. I'm pretty sure. And then it doesn't help that I also wrote this, all of this, because remember I had made the first, I had read Proverbs, and then I wrote down chapter 4 and chapter 5 notes, and then I went to the videos and tried writing down a bunch of Bible verses from those, because I think I'm overworking myself to compensate for how much I haven't been doing recently, or at all in my life in general, right? Because I've never done any stuff like this before in my life. So I feel like I need to overcompensate for everything I haven't done in my life, right? Which means like the whole I haven't been reading my Bible type of thing. So I feel like I need to overdo everything to the point where I end up mentally drained. But I thank God so much for starting my day off at 4 in the morning. And yeah, I thank God so much for that. The sticky notes. So, the sticky notes, right? Look at how much information is just on that one sticky note. That's only 3 verses. 24, 25. No, that's 4. Wait, is that? Yeah, it's 4. 24, 25, 26, and 27. 4 Bible verses. It's Corinthians 9, 24 to 27. 1 Corinthians. Okay. I just had to double check because I did also write Colossians, and I don't know if I put that on the wall or... Yeah, I think I put that on the wall. But yeah, no, little update. Oh look, you can see the sun a little bit more outside. I got 2 Bible verses here. Psalms 139, 23 to 24, Matthew, what did that say? Matthew 18, 1 to 4. I'm sorry, the glare from the screens and stuff, it's just in the way. And then I put more on my wall back here. Like, these 3 I knew. These 3 I knew. The rest I've had on my wall. These 3 I knew. It's kind of taken me a while to write down everything because if you were here for the last video, that last video had me writing down so much. Like, they used like whole chapters pretty much. I'm kind of over exaggerating, but like that's just how it feels. But yeah, I needed before I did anything, I needed to get some water because I was overly dehydrated. I think you guys can hear my fan in the background. But I think I want to take a slight break from the sticky notes because that had me super overwhelmed last night. And the sticky notes, I don't know. I don't feel the sticky notes are more important than Proverbs, right? Even though, no, I don't think there's a sticky note on Proverbs. No, Hebrews and Luke. Literally, I just have 2 sticky notes left, Hebrews and Luke. That's it, I think. But the thing is, I do want to rewrite this one. Maybe. I don't know. Ephesians 5, 8, 10, because I feel like that's an important one. It says, "For we were once darkness, but now you are light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness and truth, finding out what is acceptable to the Lord." And I just feel like that's important. I feel like that's important, and that's something that I would personally want to keep would want to keep on my desk, or like on my PC, or just somewhere up in front where I can see it, to remember that I am not supposed to be of darkness, or I was of darkness, and since I am now light, I need to be that the fruit of the Spirit is all goodness, righteousness, and truth. And this sticky note with the Bible verse will be a reminder of that. Because obviously I wouldn't remember that myself, because why would I think so highly of myself? Why would I think so highly of myself? There's no reason for me to think that highly of myself. But if the Bible says it, if God says it, then I can't complain, right? Let me look at the Bible verse real quick, because I want to see if they took that Bible verse out of context, because that was from the video, that wasn't me personally. Okay, so it's right here, chapter 5 verse 8. I have it underlined too. I have like the whole thing like underlined and circled and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, I already had that underlined. It says walk in light. It says, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord." I need to put that. I need to copy it. Huh. Did I not copy it correctly? Oh, I didn't copy that correctly. I did not copy that correctly. No wonder why I felt like I needed to rewrite it. Because I was just gonna leave it like that. Like, I was thinking, like, why would I want to, why should I even rewrite it? But if it wasn't for me looking back in the Bible, I would have never known that I had accidentally wrote it wrong. Because I literally just put, "But now you are light." But the Bible literally says, "You are light in the Lord." I didn't put "in the Lord." That completely slipped my mind. Because, this is like the only Bible verse that I've seen where there's, quotation marks? I don't know what they are. I forget what they are. I don't know. But it says, "You are light in the Lord, walk as children of light." I didn't do that either. I did not put, "But you are now light in," I did not put, "You are light in the Lord, walk as children of light." Wow. I missed a lot in this verse. "For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth, finding out what is acceptable to the Lord." Okay, and that's up to what I have on the sticky note, but I have underlined verse 11 out of all of it. And verse 11 says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them, for it is shameful
even to speak of those things which are done by them in secret. But all things that are exposed are made manifest by the light. For whatever makes manifest is light. Therefore he says, awake, you who sleep, arise from the dead, and Christ will give you light. Which is kind of crazy. My goodness. That's actually kind of crazy. I'm gonna put the Ephesians sticky note in Ephesians because it'll make it easier to find it or even remember that I should rewrite this. It would probably be easier to remember if I just keep it out actually. Whoops. I get so scared when I take sticky notes out of the Bible because I feel like I'm gonna rip it. But oh my goodness. I was gonna go to flip the page and I just like hit the bottom of my Bible. I feel so bad for that. Okay, let's go to Proverbs. Yes. I love how Proverbs is just like the middle of the Bible. I could easily just whoop. But I did get to the wrong chapter. Actually, no, I got to chapter 5. I just need to flip one page. There we go. Chapter 6. So, like I said when I was taking notes on Proverbs, when was that? Yesterday? That was literally yesterday. I'm not used to making videos back to back to back to back to back, right? But yeah, yesterday, I got into, I had written up to chapter 5, but I had read up to chapter 9, I think, or 8. Yeah, I had read up to chapter 8. Yeah, chapter 8. I didn't read 9. So, I'm gonna continue taking notes until I get to chapter 8 for right now. And then I will begin to read and circle and underline more things that I should take notes on. So let's get to that. Okay, kinda weird, but my pen literally just popped open. I think it's fine because I know how to fix it, but like I've taken pens apart multiple times, but it's just weird. Fixed. I don't know if I have enough pages in this one notebook for all of the Proverbs notes. I possibly should have gotten a notebook specifically just for Proverbs notes. I will definitely have to do that if I ever decide to go through Psalms. My pen keeps on doing the thing. I don't know why. It has come apart again. It's very strange. I'm gonna try putting glue. The sun has very much risen now. I don't know if you guys were able to see it. It is now 6 a.m. Let's keep going until we get to chapter 8, right? Okay, I'm gonna try and hold the pen from the green and not the plastic, but I'm so used to holding it from like the very bottom. So it's gonna be a little weird for me and probably take way longer. Okay, that did not work. It keeps opening. I would need like super glue, crazy glue, something like that. Oh, that just flung. Okay, well, I've officially lost the spring. On to the next pen that we can find. I think this is... There's no cap on this. Does it work? No, that doesn't work. I just have it for collection, I guess. Well, into the trash. Let's see. Do we have any more pens? Let's see. Okay, I just have the M&M pens for collection, I guess. Shoot. I really don't know where I might have another black pen. And I don't want to use a colorful pen because it seems as though colorful pens are all I have. Let me see if I could just find the spring for this, but I don't know where it went. It flung itself. Hold on, I think I see it, maybe? Oh, yes, right here. Okay, let's try this again. Let's at least try to get this last verse done before having to stop due to the pen being messed up. Let me try putting more glue too. Because we finally got to the good verses of chapter 6 and now my pen's not working. For the notes on Proverbs, I've used a black pen, but for the Bible verses on my wall, I use a blue pen. And I want to stay to that, but it turns out I don't have any black pens somehow. And I've been using this pen since my other black pen ran out of ink. Because originally I've been using erasable pens just in case I make mistakes, but then I've switched over to a regular black pen, which is this froggy pen, which it just exploded as I was showing you guys. I don't know where the cap went now. I got the spring, but the cover flung somewhere. Okay, it's behind you guys. Let's try this again. Okay. I'll just keep it not on. I don't know. What do you call it when a pen is there even a word for that? Are these just like random morning thoughts? Or like barely any sleep thoughts? Like, I was gonna say keeping the pen open, but I don't. People don't say that. People don't say keep the pen open. Like, I was gonna say usable, but that sounds. I don't know. Huh. Well, that would make sense, but it's one of the push pens. So I guess I'm gonna try keeping the pen unpushed to see if that helps, and just let it dry, I guess. I don't know. But I want to keep writing, so just gonna try that. And it's had a few seconds, so well, I actually slept. I think I slept for 6 hours, which isn't normally like me. I usually sleep like 8 to 10 hours, but I slept 6 hours. I went to sleep at 11, and it's 6 for me. I just got the thought that maybe the pen being like this, and maybe me having to put glue and waiting for it to dry, is supposed to be some sort of form of God telling me to be patient, because I, for the second time actually, because he's already told me to be patient multiple times, but I tend to forget that a lot, way too much. And like, it's not necessarily my fault. It's just being patient is not a simple thing. But yeah, I don't really know what to to do while I wait for the pen to dry, because I don't know how long the pen's gonna take to dry. Let's see, does it say it here? Before before pieces, wait, before gluing. Okay. Before gluing, pieces must be clean. Protect work surfaces. Test glue on scraps. To use glue, shake vigorously and spray a uniform thin coat of adhesive. Join sprayed materials together. So the thing is, I lost the spray part of this. I lost the spray part of it. So yeah. Now, whenever I want to use it, I have to unscrew it and like use it like that, like just put it on whatever needs glue. Speaking of doubling, I do know I have another one somewhere. but I don't know where. I know I have another one of those frog pens somewhere because I had gotten like a whole like set of them from either Temu or Shein. I don't know. But like it kind of makes sense that it keeps breaking because it's from Temu or Shein, but it's like I'm kind of taking it on a more deeper level than it's just a cheap pen. Because it could just be because it's a cheap pen, but it's like I'm specifically trying to write um, about the Bible. I'm trying to write down notes from the Bible. And like this is all happening now because I used the pen before, one of the pens before, unless this is just a cheaper quality of the pens. I used another one of the same exact pen before, and I've written so many notes with that. I used that in school. I had 5 of them. One of them I used it when I was in school, in high school. And um it never broke. Well, actually no. I think it broke after like I think it started breaking after 2 or 3 months. Which compared to this one, it's only been an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe not of specifically using the pen, but it's been like an hour of using the pen, I would say. Yeah, no, this thing is from Dollar Tree. So not only do I got a cheap quality pen, I got some cheap glue from the Dollar Tree that literally reminds me of if you mix flour with water for paper mache. Which, speaking of that, I really want to do paper mache. Maybe I could make that one of my crafts for whatever I do with Etsy. Which I was gonna say something about that earlier, but I don't remember. I don't remember what I was gonna say about that. Because I was gonna talk about that like an hour ago, but I felt like I should just start writing. So I didn't, I decided not to talk about it. Oh, yes, I remember now. So, in the last video I made, or 2 videos ago, I don't know, I was talking about starting a business because I cannot handle an actual job. So, my best bet would be creating my own, where my technically only boss is pretty much God. So, um, I ended up buying all the materials to start my like semi small business because I already have the materials to make everything that I would possibly make for said small business. I just needed like the boxes and the label maker and like the shipping stuff, right? And I purchased all of it, and it came out to like $170, and I only purchased that because I got paid from my other job, which isn't as demanding and is literally just an at-home job, so that I could handle. But I had gotten paid from that job, so I decided I was going to purchase the things to start my own stuff, my own business thingy, Etsy, whatever. And literally the next day, the job that I quit from for some reason gave me $170 something, which literally pretty much paid for everything I had just purchased for this for the Etsy stuff, which I just found so incredible because I wasn't supposed to get paid anything, because the last 2 weeks of the job I was at before I quit, I didn't work. I didn't work the last 2 weeks because I was so tired of the job that I was just like, I'm not coming in. Like, you guys barely give me enough hours anyways, so it's like, why even come in? Like, they didn't even give me hours, but like, they literally gave me pretty much the exact amount that was was um that it cost. Like, I don't know if they gave me the exact amount, but they gave me like pretty much the exact amount, because I did also buy like an extra thing that wasn't supposed to be a part of it. So I made it like 180 something. So I don't know the price for all the things that I was actually supposed to buy, and not that extra item that I just wanted to throw in there because I wanted that. um, Let me see. I just want to see that though. I want to see that though. I also gotta make sure that the payment for the order actually went through, because um, for some reason, like the past like Wednesday and Thursday, there was some Google thing trying to take out $60 from my bank account, which my bank denied every time because it was like at 4 in the morning, which made no sense, and no one has my card information. So a $60 Google payment at 4 in the morning made no sense at all, so I had to cancel my card. The items do say that they were ordered and will arrive between Tuesday to next Friday, I think. Tuesday to Friday, I think. Let me see. View this order. Let me do some calculations real quick. So that was $8.99. So total before tax for everything was $176. Total because of estimated tax to be collected was $187. And shipping was free because I chose the free shipping rather than paying $7 for shipping, because I could have gotten it like in a few days and and literally paid for $7 shipping, but I was like, I'm not in a rush for this. Like, I need to mentally prepare myself for this, so I'm not in a rush for it, which is kind of how I have to deal with another situation that I'm being very impatient towards, because I need to be accepting of that there is no rush for that. I really gotta be accepting that there's no rush for it. But let me see. So total before tax is 176, and then I can see how much the job I quit from paid me for some reason, because they have never, the only time they paid me that much or around that much was literally when they had me working 21 hours in 1 week, which was insane. Like, I know 21 hours in 1 week is normal for some people, but that job, 21 hours a week, it was a retail job. That, no. And that store was like barely the size of a classroom. Barely the size of a classroom. A small classroom, too. Okay, so yeah, no. The job I quit from paid me $171. And the total for everything before taxes was $176. So if you remove the item that I purchased that I shouldn't have purchased, or that I just wanted to purchase because I just wanted to purchase it. It was $8.99. So I was like, why not before the price goes up, right? Because a lot of things the prices are going up for. But if I hadn't had purchased the $8.99 thing, that literally would have been the exact amount for everything for the Etsy business that I purchased. Because what I purchased for the Etsy business was a label printer, little packages like I had gotten these were on sale, so like when I was in the store they were on sale. I got little bubble wrap packages like this, but the ones I ordered from Amazon are like ombre blue to purple, because why not? And then I got boxes too, because before I before I start the Etsy stuff, like I said in the last whichever video it was, I wanna start off with selling on eBay first, like just selling my random stuff in my room to earn a little extra money before going full on into starting the Etsy. So I got little boxes too, and the boxes are like, okay, actually I could show you. I could show you guys. Like I don't know if you guys can see that. But those are the packages. They're a little bit bigger than this one. They're a little bit bigger than this one by like 1 inch, it says. So yeah, those are the packages I got, and it's a pack of 100, which is kind of crazy, but the fact that I got all my money back for it is even more insane. It's a pack of 100. It was okay. Bear with me when I say this. A pack of 100 for the price it was seemed like a steal, because it was only like 26 something. And then I also got these boxes, which those boxes are like a decent size. They're supposed to be 9 inches length, 6 width for height. And I would say that they're a decent size, because the only thing that I would need to put in boxes, from what my knowledge is any Funko Pops that I'm selling, because I have decided that I am going. Oh, this hurts me to say. Ooh. I have decided that I am going to get rid of all, or at least 98% of my Disney collection, because I have put in so much time and energy to Disney products and Disney brand, and I feel like I am a little too obsessed with Disney, to the point where I have spent thousands of dollars on Disney by now, because I've gotten way too many Disney things. And it just feels like the Disney items are items that I am not willing to lose, so I need to get rid of. Like, I've already thrown out a few of them because obviously I can't sell those. The ones that I can't sell, I'm throwing out. And the ones that people just wouldn't buy for like 10 cents, I'm also throwing out. Yeah. Yeah, same. That's why I need to get rid of stuff. Because not only do I need to downsize in general, I definitely need to like I need to stop putting so much emotion towards items. I need to be okay with the possibility of losing items. Because that, yeah, worldly stuff. yeah. Which, like, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about things that I wouldn't be okay with losing. And, yeah. Because, like, those certain things hold so much memories. And if I lose those things or get rid of those things, I feel like the memory will go with it. But in general, those things would only be like 10 things that I would not want to lose. But the rest of it is all things that aren't necessary. Like, the 10 things that I wouldn't want to lose aren't necessary either, but they're memories. So I would like to be able to keep them. Because I could show one right now. So this crazy looking thing right here, this is a Webkins, if anyone knows what this is. Not a lot of people know or remember what Webkins are. Little dog with the W paw. They have a video game for him too. This is Spot. Have had him since I was 7 or 6. I forget the login information for his Webkins account, but or her. I don't know. I don't know if it's a he or she. It might be a she because when I was younger, I don't know. When I was younger, people really tried keeping the girls away from any like guy stuff a lot, I think. Condition you could possibly sell. So the dog might be a she. I don't know. Would be a lot easier to tell if I had given it an actual like specific name. But yeah, this is the only Webkins I have though. This is the only Webkins I have. This is like the one and only that I have. It's not in great condition. It's like very dirty and stuff like that. I even have like a little a bracelet thing I made around its neck as like a collar. When I used to make these bracelets, I don't make these bracelets anymore. I've kind of forgotten how to make them, and it hurts my fingers to make them, so I don't make them like that anymore. But if I start Etsy, that's like the easiest thing I could do, so maybe I could try making some like fancy looking ones and people would want to get them. It would be the easiest thing to do, but the most time consuming and painful thing to do. But yeah. Oh, I also got these stickers. I also got these these stickers, which yeah, they're just circle stickers that look like that, which I could like pretty much print anything on them. Price range on most? Price range of what? Okay, let me try using the pen again. Stuff I'm selling. Okay, well, like, here's the thing. The Disney stuff. I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that because that is something that I cannot let go of. So I need that gone. So most of it is possibly gonna go for like $10 to $20, no matter what the price is. No matter if I spend like $80 on it, because obviously people aren't gonna pay full price for stuff, right? Especially on eBay. Well, people might, but still, I want it gone, and I don't care about the money per se. Well, obviously, I kind of care about the money because I'm selling it rather than just throwing it out. But it's just about, like, it's not about the money, because if it was about the money, if it was fully about the money, I would be selling it for like full price, or trying to at least. The reason why I'm trying to sell it is so that due to um due to due to uh due to trying to start the Etsy stuff, I want to have a little extra money so that I can keep saving the money I'm making from my current job and have the eBay money to spend on trying to starting the Etsy. Which for Etsy, if you're talking about Etsy prices, I have no clue. Etsy prices, a lot of people, like people who would do the crafts that I'm trying to possibly do, a lot of them would probably say like I gotta put the prices way high so that it's actually fair to me, because obviously people who do the crafts that I'm possibly gonna do for the Etsy stuff, they usually go off by how much time it takes them, how much was the materials, and all that types of stuff. And then they also add taxes or whatever like that. And I'm just like I don't want to do all that. I just want to have one set price that I put for every category of items, depending on the size, obviously. Because if it's something small, then I'd probably put like, if it's something small like a bracelet, like one of those bracelets, if I make it look fancy, like $5-10, right? Because that would take me a few hours. But if it's something else, um if it's like a painting, $10, maybe 5. I don't know, probably just 10, right? I don't know, because I don't feel like paintings are that great for me. if it's like a crochet thing, then that would be like 15, 20 for a small one, because I haven't gotten to making big crochet things yet, and I haven't really gotten to making small crochet things either. I've just been trying to figure it out, sorta, not really, kind of, I don't know. I kind of gave up on that, but since all of this is working out, I need to put effort into actually trying. um, so yeah, I um, I I need to put effort into actually trying. So I need to genuinely try to figure out how to make their crochet stuff, which crochet crochet stuff. I do have something that I've been making. I should like this was supposed to be done weeks ago, pretty much, but I this was supposed to be done like last month or a few months ago, but this is like what I have. It's supposed to be like a bandana in a way, but obviously I haven't made enough of it to actually look like one. Or it kind of looks like one, but like it's not finished yet. It was supposed to be finished months ago, but the thing is with Etsy, I am not going to take commissions per se, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make all the things before even trying to open the Etsy account. Like, I already have the Etsy account set up, but before actually setting it up with pictures and stuff like that, I'm at least gonna have a decent amount of product done, because I already have the materials for all the products, depending on what I want to do or am gonna do. I have all the materials. It's just the matter of actually putting those materials to use and creating what I am going to then sell. But like something like that bandana, I would probably try selling it for 15, because I have seen it in stores. I have seen it in stores for like maybe $12, maybe $8.99, 10, like around $10, right? But it's like it's in a store with a bunch of clothes and products and stuff like that. It's not like people in the store are actually spending hours on end making it and understanding how much work goes into it. They're just getting it from someone like across the country who spent hours making it and probably gets paid less than them. So it's like they don't know the struggle. So yeah, I'd try selling it for 15, not more than 15 for that. Not unless it's like fancy looking, because I could make all these look fancy in a way. And by fancy, like I mean like I don't know what I mean by fancy. I don't know. Like if there's extra steps than just like the simple ones that I know how to do. But like I'd probably put something like that for 15. And then that would mean the small plushies, like if I make plushies, that would mean the small ones would have to be 20. Because 20 or 25 depending, right? Because I would not sell a small plushie for less than the bandanas. Like, if anything, I could put the bandanas down to like $10. I could have the bracelets at 5, the bandanas at 10, and then the small plushies at like 20. But then it's like, I don't know. Because I don't want to. So the thing is, I don't want to have like a starting off price and then raise my prices later on if I end up getting actually people who would want to buy my stuff. Because then it's going to be like, it's going to seem unfair, right? I don't want to seem unfair, and I don't want to seem money hungry if I end up needing to raise the prices due to financial stuff or due to products becoming expensive, because at the moment I won't have to purchase any products because I have everything, like I've said. But if I do have to purchase the stuff, it's going to be expensive because craft stuff is not cheap, especially yarn. Yarn and yeah, no, just yarn. Yarn isn't cheap because I feel like the only thing people would genuinely want are the crochet stuff, because that's what a lot of people are liking currently. But I would also have to keep in mind for prices, like the prices of other people's stuff on Etsy, because if my prices don't exactly align with anyone else's or are very much higher than everyone else's, then no one would want to buy from me. And I wouldn't necessarily know how that would start off, because if people see mine and see that my stuff is more expensive, no one's going to want to buy from me. And if no one buys from me, then I don't know. Like, I would probably need someone to. I don't know. I don't know how any of that would work. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's not. Yeah, I could work with that. Because, like, depending on how small it is, then I'd probably put it for 15. But if it's, like, a decent-ish size small plushie, then it's, like, I'd put that for 20. Because, for me specifically, things just take a lot longer. It just takes a lot longer for me to do anything, right? So it's just a process. Is my pen dry? I don't know if my pen's dry. I'm gonna test it out. And it's about to be 7 a.m. Okay, let's see if we could at least get through chapter 6 without my pen exploding again. And it broke. Again. It didn't break, but it keeps on opening like this. Yeah, no, the glue was barely dry, but it's also not working. The glue dried a good amount, but it's like, I think it needed like maybe 10 more minutes. Maybe. I thought I was being pretty patient by starting a whole like 30-minute conversation. But I guess 30 minutes was not enough. Needed almost a whole hour just to dry. Because this is not super glue. Oh my goodness. Oh, I put too much glue. Okay. Yeah, I put too much glue. Nope. My goodness. Seriously? Okay. So, this pen does not want to work anymore. Like, the pen still works. I don't know how people can write with just this, but I'm gonna give it a try, I guess, because this still works. This part still works. Unless I just put this in another one of my pens. Because I have multiple pens, it's just this that isn't working out. So I could just... Actually, okay, hold up. Let's grab you. Let's see. No, that does not screw off. Okay. What about you? Okay. No, that wouldn't work. That one screws from the inside, not from the outside. I need to find a pen that's like that one, which the pens that I have that are like that one don't open, I guess. Let's see if another one does. No, these pens don't open like this. Oh, because for these pens the whole thing comes off. It's not just... Actually, what if we just take that out? That doesn't even fit. Okay, never mind. I should have noticed. Oh, this is a brand new pen. It has the little gel thing. I would use a colored pen, but I don't want to use a colored pen on on the notes. Oh, this one might be a little better. No, it is still too big. Seriously? Not even by that much. Like, I don't, I don't know. I don't think I have a pen that'll actually, try this one. No, no, literally same. Oh my goodness. It's like right there. It's like the tiniest bit smaller. I genuinely think that I might not be able to finish writing any of this. Okay, does this pen work though? No. Nothing. All the M&M pens do not work. But since the M&M pens are hollow, maybe, just maybe, just maybe. See, it's literally just a hollow thing. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, look. It works. Okay, it's a little like it moves around on the inside, but like it does it. It does it. It's good. It works. Oh shoot. This pen has to go in the trash. I don't know why I'm trying to save it. I'm trying to save it, but it's already done for. It's just, look at the frogs. I don't want to throw out the frogs. It's sad. Gotta find a new one. Okay. Okay, that is all I'm gonna be writing for today. So, yeah. Goodbye. God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I may or may not be back to watch some videos because I'm pretty sure I made a playlist that I would like to watch with you guys. I was gonna watch it last night with you guys, but I don't think I did because of everything I hadn't completed yesterday. And yeah, I'll probably be back later in the day. If I'm not busy, I might be out with my family today, so we'll see. It is going to be 7:30 in the morning, and yeah, goodbye. God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day if you don't come back for the next one. Bye.